Uh, are you happy with the election results? The presidential election results?
For the presidential only, or are you talking about the House and the Senate and
The
all of it?
the presidential, the presidential.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Um, uh, do you think there's any chance Texas can go blue in the future?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, there's always a chance. Do I think it's a, I mean, I think the question would be, do I think there's a high chance or a low chance? And also within what time period? So within the next election cycle of 4 years, I think there's very low chance. Within the election cycle of the next 8 years, I think it's much higher. I think you're probably going to take another 8 years, before 2 election cycles before we start to see that. The reason being is like we're getting more people moving to Texas, and so the demographic is changing. We've got a pretty young population, but young people don't tend to vote. I mean, like you were asking me about did I vote in the last election? And I was thinking last weekend, 6 days ago. I don't think young people pay attention to politics until there's a presidential election. For presidential elections, only every 4 years. We have elections every 2 years for Congress and every 6 years for the Senate. And we have local elections every year. And so I'm paying attention to them all the time. And I think older people do tend to do that. And I think it's going to be a couple of years before, a couple of election cycles before you start to see younger people actually get involved outside of just talking about it.
Do you think Joe Biden will follow through some of his promises that he made during his campaign?
He already has.
But do you think any of the other policies that he was presenting, do you think he'll follow through those?
I think he'll try. I don't know that he'll succeed, but I think he'll try. Yes.
So you have like some hope that he'll, or belief that he will succeed in his accomplishments?
Yeah, I do. I think that I don't know how much. I really don't go on hope so much. I just go on what the lay of the land looks like. I think the chances an infrastructure bill gets passed, probably 50-50. I think that's going to be a challenge. In its current form, I don't think it'll pass. It won't pass. I know it won't. It's not going to get past the Senate. So if he's going to get this through, if the House is going to have to make some changes before they take it up to the Senate. It can't get through the Senate. There's no way.
Do you think that this was a fair election? Sorry, what did you say?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay.
Oh, you can't hear me when I say that?
Huh?
You couldn't hear me?
No, I couldn't hear you for a quick second. But yeah, you said yes.
Yes.
Do you think that any allegations that were during the election by the Trump administration, do you think any of that was truth? All right, well, it seems that's all the questions I have for you.
And that was for the year ago?
Sorry, what'd you say?